NFL 23. And we'll be watching Carlton Davis. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Buccaneers and the Colts, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder, if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, like my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere. The dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. About 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards for number 11. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 93 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull up.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. As this complete to Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
And Woods has it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A give for Taylor running right side. Down to about the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Logan Hall is there for the stop. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Vita Vea, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's is Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up in search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now we give to Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
So out come the Bucs now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On the draw is Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And some room to work. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Have to review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. On the move past the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the tackle. I guarantee he quietly has told them, you don't want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. As is complete to Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Able to find his man, Woods. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Jackson fighting to stay upright. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch. And goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Touchdown! George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Caught by Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, They're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And shutting him off, now open field. And some room for him there as he'll take this out to about the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find his man, Woods. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll find Pittman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now back to throw. traffic, and that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So now we're on an 11-play drive. It culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Couple. Again, it's Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, it's Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So that, Charles, a season long. And since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
You put that together because, you know, that's where everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right? Since he's a rookie, well done by you. But I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll go down inside. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Second and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Jackson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So the Colts now down by 11. 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Finding Pittman, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They're going right back to Pittman.
Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
As this complete to Woods. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bucs,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.